Happy Friday. Hello. I have to pop off one of my manicures. I'm going to pop off this one since I've had it on longer. I really like how this tortoiseshell design came out yesterday. Anyway, welcome to the Daily Nail. I am Tara. I'm the host. And I'm here during the week, swatching, doing my nails, talking. Talking a lot about true crime. I do love true crime. The Donna Adelson trial is like starting next week. They start picking a jury, I think, on Tuesday. Opening statements could start Friday. So that's a huge deal. That's going to be big news. All right, so on this hand, this is a Revel Nail Mani, and I used their peel base, which I typically don't use. It's called Clean Slate Peel Base. And it does seem a little more difficult to get these off, although they are coming. This is weird. Oh, I hope they're all not this hard.
It was suspicious, given the fact that most people over the age of 20 don't randomly decide to play hide and seek while drunk. The detectives already believed that Sarah had played a more deliberate role in Jorge's death.
All right. See if we can get that dip out of there. I'm so happy it's Friday, you guys. You know I do love Fridays. Today I'm definitely feeling the fall mani, so I'm going to stick with that vibe. I have these really pretty focals from Cosmic Nails. Focals are full nail decals. And these are floral ones in like fall colors. I just think they're gorgeous. Ever since I got them, I've been waiting to use them, you know. So what I'm going to do is pair it with a nude. But the nude I wanted to use from Cosmic it's just less than a sample. It was for a collection I was on. And so I just got this tiny bag. And this bag has a hole somewhere in it. So it's leaking powder everywhere. I have a very small quantity, and I want to use it on all the nails because I'm going to put it under these focals as well. So I did have to pull out a nude from another company. I pulled out Piglet from iGel. So I'm going to use that. And then we're going to use this orange glitter called Pumpkin Spice from Cosmic Nails too. I've never used it, and I've had it for quite a while. I think I will go with this. And what I'm going to do is do Piglet on my thumb, pinky, and index. And, well, I'm going to do all my nails with Piglet. And then I'm going to ombre this glitter on my index finger. I think on my index finger, just at the free edge. And then on the middle and ring finger, I'm going to put these two focals. That's my plan. Not sure who's here yet. Kendra, are you here yet? Lara. I don't know if Patty's here. She lost power yesterday for a few hours because of the hurricane. Earthquake, you know. All right, let's see how this one comes off. I'm a little scared, you guys. Definitely doesn't work as good as Luxie's peel base. I did the same type of layer, one layer of peel base like medium thickness, not thick, not extra thick, but not thin. And let it air dry. I mean, I guess it's doing its job because my nails are coming off, but I'm used to them coming off easier than this. Come on. These are coming off in really tiny pieces. Can't even see what I'm doing. Okay. Okay.
Past history between Jorge and Sarah, it makes sense for his family to believe that Sarah.
This nail's gonna have to be filed smooth afterwards. Come on. Maybe I shouldn't have capped my free edges on this Manny. There we go. All right. A little bit of teal down at the bottom. This nail, I might have to replace this one today. I don't know that, I wonder if it's gonna lift for me. Yeah, I think I can get it. This is my nail with the greeny, but every time I've been replacing the tip, I've been treating it too, like letting it soak for like 10 to 15 minutes in an apple cider vinegar and then cleaning it with like a bleach. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. I'm going to do a Cosmic Nails Mani today with one from Ijo. I don't have, actually, I do have another nude from Cosmic. I forgot. If I can just find it. It glows red. Oh, it's this one. Caught right-handed. I can use that. As long as, oh, yeah. Wow, I've used this a lot. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, I'll use that instead of Piglet. Yeah, so we are going to replace this tip. It's almost off. Sorry, I know this is gone low. It's like stuck on the edge over here. There we go. Oh, my nail broke a little there. All right, we'll clean that up with a cuticle. With my e-file and a cuticle bit. But let's get the rest of them off. I don't know if anything else is going to lift or going to have to be replaced. This is coming off a little better, so that's good.
That's on you.
It's coming off much easier. Okay. want to give me for it extra. Because we got this ruler. That purple out of there. This nail too is another one that's growing out. Oh, that's why I like when you sing on me. Fuck you. You should probably shut the fuck up. There's not much. I got it lifted a little bit, but not much. I am going to trim the length on it. Let's work on my thumb real quick.
Sarah had locked her boyfriend up in a small container until he shut the fuck up and he said he couldn't breathe, and even appeared to not know the joke. Whatever occurred that night, it had been the unfortunate accident with Sarah. This piece of evidence, as well as statements from her ex-husband and her notorious family, the police wanted Sarah the next day for further questioning.
There we go. Look how dark that is. Make sure if you're putting your own nails on, you don't let any air bubbles get in there. And if you see air bubbles, don't just leave them there. Like I did like this experiment using less nail glue than I typically do and ended up with air bubbles in a whole bunch of nails and ended up with a whole bunch of greenies. Yes, even this one has growth. And it's really dark. I mean, maybe I should take off this tip and at the very least treat it with alcohol and stuff, you know. These are really on pretty good, so we're going to have to do some filing and stuff to get these off. Have a little lifting here now. Okay. Let's take out the e-file. And my box of drill bits. Cute box. It's pink. It's holographic. I got it on Temu, you guys. Or Shein. I think it was Temu, though. They have them in silver. They had them in pink. And it's cheaper than the ones they have on Amazon. They sell the same exact ones on Amazon for like $15. I think this one was like $5 or something. All right. So typically, you guys, when I got rid of my old nail drill, I'm pretty sure I threw away my eye gel tornado bit. So I just have this tornado bit, which is, it came in like a set. It's not that great, but it's the only one I have. And then I have this bit here, which is also from eye gel. It's more coarse. Maybe I'll try this. I haven't used it very much. I like to, when I'm drilling off my jelly tips, I like to go at 9. Whoop. Is this going the wrong way? I think it's spinning towards me. There we go. There we go. A lot of times with filing, I can get them thin enough that I can just end up peeling them off afterwards. I actually think I might like this bit. It seems like it's actually working better. Like filing down the tip faster, you know. I just watched Brandis's unboxing of what's it called? She did it yesterday. It's that awesome company that has like all the best, the Daily Charm. Yeah, that one. Even the little packaging was awesome. All right, get hold of yourself here, Tara. I mainly want to get the thickness down here. All right. We might be able to get these off, we'll see. Wow, I'm covered. I think I should start using my dust collector, you guys. If I can't get them off this way, I'll go, the next thing I'm going to do is go in with some magic gel remover to kind of dissolve this. Oh, this is coming off. It's a lot thinner now. It is stuck up here, but all right. Yay. Sorry, I told you this was going to be time consuming. All right, this one still a little thick. So this is just going in between my jelly tip and my natural nail here. It's not hurting. If it hurts, I don't do it, you know. I'm not a glutton for pain or anything. I hate pain. All right, so I am going in. Come on, I was going to skip these ads. I missed the last one. Now I have to sit and watch another one. Patty sent me this. This is magic. It says magic nail polish remover. I don't know if it works on nail polish, but I definitely know it works on gels. It's super thick, thicker than a gel polish. It almost looks like, not like a gel polish that's seized or anything, but it's gooey, ooey gooey. So I like to put a good layer of this on the nail. Definitely avoid getting this on your skin, you guys. And if you do get it on your skin, rinse it off, because even if you wipe it off, it's going to start burning. So be very careful with it. It was a good day listening to Sarah Boone's interview with the police. Most not intentional. I can't wait for that trial. That's the one I'm really excited for. Sarah Boone. That one's out of Florida, too. Clean up our mess we made before we even started. That was a cute Manny, that Rebel Manny. I liked how it came out. better? Oh, hold on. My pinky's growing out too, you guys. I think every now which was replaced this week should be done. Dang it. I'm gonna have to file some more. Back to the file. Got it at 9,000 RPMs. Whoops. I'm holding my hand the wrong way to do this. All right, let's see. Expression. Oh, shoot. I think I brushed this one. I'm not sure if this is going to come off or we'll need to use some of the magic gel remover for this too. It's on there good. I'm going to put some on that as well. Definitely not as comfortable for me to hold my hand this way. I was almost going to do a gel mani today, but I didn't know if you guys would be bored with me doing that. So if you can tolerate this magic gel remover and it doesn't cause a reaction, I think it's a good thing to have on hand. I use it pretty frequently. All right, let's let that sit. Let's see if we can get... There we go. Oh, that one. Flying onto my floor. I'll just have to take care of this with my cuticle tool. This was way up here, you guys. So it's almost actually, I mean, it's getting there. It's growing out. This one too, but this up here is new. And that up there is new. But that's it. But they're just like tiny little light spots. I'm not too concerned about. But I am going to, at the very least, disinfect the nails with alcohol. Toenail clippers. It's all right. Guess I'm gonna trim this. That will actually, I think, get some of the green off the nail. Like that. keep my nails pretty short. That has magic gel on it. Just cutting the corners of that. That one I'm gonna leave alone. Okay. Got a little bit. There we go. I don't want to touch it. Let me get something to pick it up with. All right. Now, like right up here, there's still a little gel on the nail, but if I don't get it off right now, which I think it will, it'll come off when we do our cuticle cleanup. Okay, so my next step is I'm going to clean all these nails with alcohol. I'm going to clean them again, but let's just clean them once now. I'm still without a tablet, but I will have it next week, I promise. I'm definitely seeing my sister this weekend, so. Okay. We're all done with that. All right, now that I've put some alcohol on them, looking for, where is it? Aha, my glass cuticle pusher. So I'm going to use this to push back my cuticles, but then I'm going to use the opposite end and kind of scrape out anything at my sidewalls and up at my cuticle line too. Over here, there's even a little bit of teal dip still in there. All right. Same thing, I'm just pushing everything back. You can use a cuticle remover if you'd like to before, and then go in with a scraper like this. If you don't have an e-file, that's another option you could do. There's a cuticle remover they sell on Amazon. It's the company is like Blue Cross, but it's not like related to like the Band-Aid or whatever. I don't know, but it's like Blue Cross cuticle remover, and it's a really large bottle. It's a pretty thin liquid. Just let it sit on your fingernails for a few minutes, and then go in and get rid of those cuticles. But you definitely want some kind of tool or cuticle bit, you know, for your e-file. And you'll want cuticle nippers too. Oh, so ugly. All right. So we take this bit out and I'm going to replace it with my little rainbow ball bit. These come in all different sizes. This one's a pretty small one. I'm gonna put my drill at 4,000. Okay, there, I got that teal dip gone. Now you can see like all up here is skin. Now you can use, this could either be skin or it could also be some of the nail glue gel that I use to attach my tips. There was some left on this nail. But you can use your ball bit to get rid of this, or if you have a hard time with that, we can use cuticle nippers too, which I think I'm going to use on this finger.
Sarah's determination in which she is trying to get the police to believe is that what happened was nothing but an accident. And Jorge and her are the kind of couple that does fun things like play hide and go seek with two people.
Okay.
One person helping the other hide. Yet she constantly degrades Jorge throughout the interrogation. She is saying she doesn't like his music because it's too rough around the edges. She doesn't like to drink and doesn't like it when he does because he gets too aggressive. She had to treat him like a toddler and take him from crap to crap the night of his death. Repeatedly, she takes every instance she can to speak negatively about him, even though it would make more sense for her to say they were reckless and fun.
Okay. There we go. So I'm just removing some of the dead skin that's up here. This one piece doesn't want to come out. Come on. There we go. There we go. All right, this is all cuticle in here. See if we can get rid of it with the e-file. Okay, I got that. Nice. So I generally replace my tips once a week. I know, I mean, I could go longer. I used to go at least 2 weeks between, appointments, acrylic fills and stuff. But being an ambassador for different companies, you're showing off tips. So it's kind of like being like a hand model, You wouldn't know it with these nails right now, but yeah. So you like I feel like I need to have my nails like looking good, I can't have like half grown out nails showing off somebody's dip in a post. But that's just how I feel about it. Somebody else may feel differently. All right. A lot of skin here. All right, I'm just going to use my cuticle nippers for that. So I know it was this now. I'm just going to push them all up so I can get a look and see if there's anything I have to trim. I want to get some rainbow cuticle nippers. It does not hurt at all. I used to be so scared of these things, I wouldn't use them. But then once I realized that they don't hurt, it became a lot easier for me. That's my nippers. This is kind of boring, I know. I'm just going around the nail and
According to her own friends and family, Sarah was an aggressive, angry child. She never made time for her son and often left him in the care of others, including men and women she didn't know. She had no
get rid of that. Okay.
money and often screamed at him until he sent her any sort of cash. She would
All right.
and demand no respect.
This one needs to be trimmed too.
That she was helping her out. Not only that, she would constantly talk about what a good parent, wife, and person she was all around.
Okay. All right, so that part of the prep is done. I do still have a little piece of skin hanging here. I wonder if I can. Oh, maybe I can get it now. Yes. Yay. I'm gonna clean up again quickly here. You guys doing anything fun this weekend? Come down a little bit. Telling me my camera's sideways. All right, I think we're good. All right, so now that our nails are off and our cuticles are done, I'm gonna go back and clean them with alcohol again. I don't really need to do the middle now, but I definitely want to do these. We do need some jelly tips. My Imoli solid nail glue gel. A spatula for the gel. And then I just want well, this is an acid-free primer, but a primer. So we have to replace every nail except for my middle nail. So this one is my thumbnail. I always just double check the sizes. This is my index and ring finger also. And this one, number 5, is my pinky. Okay. I have wide nail bed. Ouch. Just whacked my knee on my desk. Ow. I think I'm gonna have a bruise. It's like my funny bone, but not funny. Oh, that hurt. All right. So these jelly tips that I'm using don't come pre-etched. If you're using tips that are already etched, you don't have to worry about this step. But if your tips are not etched, you can do that with a small, like, I use a tornado bit inside the jelly tip. You can do that to rough up the inside, or even I don't know what they're called, but they're like straight, but it's like a barrel bit, but really narrow. One of those. Or you can take primer and put it in the well of the tip. And that will etch it for you and give you a little bit of a sticky surface in there. While those are sitting, I'm going to put primer on my nails. Normally, I would use a dehydrator first, but we went over the nails with rubbing alcohol, which is a dehydrator. So we don't need to put a separate one on. This is the type of primer you would want to use with any gel product. So because we're going to be using this solid nail glue gel next, I want to put primer on. If you're doing a dip mani and you're reading in there and it tells you to prime your nails, it's not talking about this primer. It's talking about the primer that comes with like a deluxe set of dip liquids, a 5-piece set that comes with brush saver and primer, but it's a dehydrator is what that primer is. So just don't get confused, because I have gotten confused in the past. I'm so sad about this dip. This one's a good nude. I'm gonna have to order it. Okay. If you joined late, we're gonna do a Cosmic Nails dip mani focused around the focals from November 2023. So almost a year ago. I think they're really pretty. There's orange and brown and like a white, off-white. There's some green leaves in there. I thought about pairing it with a green, but the green is little. And then I thought about pairing it with a white, but I don't think the white is bright enough in here, like, to match it right. So that's why I'm gonna go with a nude color and then an orangey brown glitter. All right. So after your nails have been sitting for a couple minutes, just enough time to let the primer, set and dry. This is HEMA-free, by the way. So I just form it into a ball and press it inside the tip. The cool thing about these solid nail gels are, whether it's solid builder gel or a solid nail glue gel, and then they have like the colored gels for nail art and stuff, sculpting gels, right? Regardless, like, of when you're using these, what I'm getting at is that you can do all your nails at once, which I think is one of the best things about it. So I always put more than enough. This is way too much. Alright. Okay. So I'm deliberately putting more than needed. I'll be scraping out the excess, but that's okay. I think it's better to put extra than not enough. Okay. So I'm just prepping all of the nails with the gel first. Okay. Still gonna need this. All right, so I'm gonna start with my pinky. And I'm gonna go in on an angle. Once it's up at my cuticle, I'm gonna begin to press it down here. Until it's pretty much flat on the nail, so you can see all that extra gel. But I don't want to do this again with all get the greenies, right? So this is why I do this. Make sure that's good. Okay, that looks good. There's no air bubbles. Okay, next will be the ring finger. Again, going in on an angle. And then I just like slide it up into the cuticle and then press it down. All right. Okay, that moves sideways a little. We gotta adjust it. Try not to lift it at all. Let's just go back around now since I adjusted it and clean up any little bits of gel. Okay. All right, so those are both straight. They look good. Moving on to the next is the index finger. Slide in. Press down.
His computer shut down because he wrote extremely well planned incredible time. The detectives are playing their ace and showing Sarah they have the video.
Okay.
Her maliciously taunting her dying boyfriend.
Make sure that's straight. It is. Again, just cleaning up those little tiny bits of gel. Just a really small amount, but get it out of there. All right. And then the thumb.
explaining away her callous actions in the video. The next couple of minutes where the female detective gets the computer charger and Sarah is forced to sit down, knowing that the evidence of her guilt is about to be played, will be incredibly illuminating. Ultimately, she tries to
All right.
papers of her innocence in the face of certain guilt.
Get rid of all of that. So try and when you're doing this, try and hold your tip down, because if it lifts, you'll get air bubbles in it. That's one of the hardest things, is just holding it down. So if you wanted to, you could cure them separately. But if you don't want to, like, they're not going to lift while you're doing your other nails, which is super cool. All right, now I'm just going to go back and look at everything here. All right. I am happy with how the tips look. Oh, there's a little gel hanging out on my thumb here. Definitely get rid of that because it was right at the corner. Okay. So I'm putting them in the lamp, my LED lamp, for 60 seconds. This gel tends to get hot. There we go. I gotta pull my hand out for a second. And then I'll put it back in. If you do get a heat spike like that, just pull your hand out of your lamp until it cools off, and then you can put it back in. It should not get hot the second time.
At this point, she's trying to distract from the evidence about the show by repeating just how good.
Oh, it is getting hot on me. It's weird.
Her son has been neglected by her for years.
Remember, I was telling you guys yesterday about this channel on YouTube I watch. It's called Dreading. So I'm watching that. This one is on Sarah Boone, but it has her interrogation in it. Janet, if you're here, hi. Aaliyah, Patty, Kendra, Britt, Tara, Laura. Who am I missing? I'm missing Brandis, Michelle. Hi, ladies. Happy Friday. Sorry I can't talk with you again. It's going to be a pretty crap day for you guys to not be able to talk to me. No, I'm just playing. All right, now that the nails are cured, I'm just gonna make sure the shape is good. Sometimes these tips have a little bit of what looks like plastic. I guess these are gel though, right? So that needs to be filed away and stuff like that. So it's always a good idea to pre-shape your nails, guys. Jelly tips come pre-shaped, so usually you're not going to have to do anything to them. But in between manis, before you put your peel base on, shape them up. Especially if you use peel base, and around your free edges or whatever. Okay. All right. Had a little bit of gel on the side, but I just filed it away. I think I have some over here too. Yeah, there is some up here. All right, this nail is all set, but all the rest I want to rough up the surfaces of them, and then we can put a clear top coat on them and then put peel base on. So it is a lot. Prep is like just as long. Putting a fresh set of tips on and everything is like just as long as doing a mani. I'm gonna use a sanding band for this part. If I'm replacing just a tip or two, I usually just hand file to rough up my tips, but if I'm doing a full set, I'll use my e-file because it's faster. Okay, that looks good. So the reason I'm roughing up my tips is because I'm gonna put down a 2-in-1 base and top coat, gel base and top coat. And gel products like a rough surface, whereas peel base likes a shiny surface. So just 1, 2, 3, 4. Those nails, I'm going to put a 2-in-1 base and top coat, HEMA-free, on these nails. This is from Cosmic Nails as well. That's the mani we're going to be doing today is Cosmic Nails. You can find her on Etsy and at cosmicnails.com, and that's Cosmic with a K and a Z and a K, no C. Kozmik. And if you place an order, if you use code TARA10, you'll save 10%.
Previously mentioned, the beginning of the interrogation was fact-finding on the detective's part. They deliberately asked if Jorge and her ever zipped each other up in luggage before, or if the couple had done anything like that.
There we go.
And she aggressively asserted that that had never
Wondering if I should just put
had been deliberately asked for this very moment.
another layer on here anyway, to make them all even. Freshly shined. Freshly shiny. Okay. I just want to double check that there's no peel base on gel on my skin. But these look good. Okay. Back in the lamp for another minute. Then we put peel base on. Gonna go back to the Luxie Nail Dip Enabler Peel Base. Did any of you guys follow the Charlie Adelson case? That was also out of Florida. He was convicted of hiring a hitman to kill his ex-brother-in-law, his sister's ex-husband. but it was like a whole family conspiracy. Like his whole family was in on it. Not the guy's family, but the brother's family. Like, so now the brother who hired the hitman, the mother was involved in it, which is the wife's mother. She's been charged, and her trial starts next week, you guys. Donna Adelson. That'll be on, like, I don't know if it's going to be on Law and Crime or Court TV or both, but plus I'm sure some other YouTubers will be streaming it. I just don't know who. All right. Probably, what's that channel called? Can't think of the name of this channel I'm trying to think of. There's certain YouTubers who've been following the case or knew the victim, Dan Markel, stuff like that. So I'm sure there'll be Carl Steinbeck is one, and then there's a channel with like multiple people. And the main guy's name is Joel. He's Jewish, and his mother is a survivor of the Holocaust. And she's older, much older, but she makes appearances on the show. And the title is something to do with like the two of them. All right, back to my regular peel base. I think I'm going to use Piglet from iGel as my nude today. I know I had a different nude, but Piglet is somewhat pink toned, and I have a large jar of it. I don't have very much of my other one. So, yeah, I really like this color. I know Janet has this color and uses it a lot too. So this is actually going to go on every finger because the focals that we're using today here are on a white background, which means you can put these on a colored background and you'll still be able to see the pictures. If it's on a clear background, you'll be able to see your color through the decal, you know. So these are on white, so the nude nails will be just fine. You'll be able to see these nicely. We'll definitely use Cosmic Nails Sticky Shit to help with the adhesion of these focals. We'll use Cosmix Ultra Clear, and we'll ombre some of Pumpkin Spice on one of the nails. Maybe I'll do the focals on the index middle and ombre this on the ring. We'll see. I mean, we're going to do all 5 nails with Piglet first anyway. I want to see how the coverage is on here to make here, you know. Got my eggnog latte again, ladies. So, I told Michelle M, but if you guys are looking for tips, to now I forget the name of the button, Michelle. It wasn't blur. Edit. Oh my god, I can't remember now. Anyway, I use Lightroom. What I do is I go into my Google Photos, right? And I will crop my picture, pick my pictures and crop them there. Then I'll open up Photo Room, choose my picture, put it in. I'll size it. Maybe turn the light. I'll turn the light on to see if it makes the picture look better or worse. And depending, I'll leave the light on or off. Then I'll go into retouch and erase any like strings or hairs that are on my nails or strings coming from a nail fee sleeve, any cuts on my fingers, anything like that. Then after all that's done, I do my background. I choose a background, and you can search backgrounds. There are backgrounds that cost money, but you can search free backgrounds. So say you want to search up palm trees, just search palm trees, autumn leaves, fall trees, pumpkins, whatever it is you want to search. And you can save those backgrounds as favorites. And then you can even blur your background. You can change your background up. You can resize the background to make it larger or smaller. So I do all that in Photo Room. Oh, and then I also put my logo, my handle, Instagram handle on my picture. Then I go into Photo Room, and really the only thing I do in there is I'll hit edit and then I'll hit auto, and it will like automatically change like the lighting, the highlights, the lowlights, the brightness, the contrast, some stuff like that, to what it thinks is like the best, but it doesn't always look good. So if it looks good, I'll save it. I might make a few tweaks to it, like adjust the lighting a little or something else, maybe in the vibrancy. I forget. I don't think it's called vibrance, but it might be called something else. But then there's a button. It's where the blur button is, but it's called not fade, not blur, not retouch. Anyway, it's right in there. If you go to edit in like Photoshop Lightroom. It's free too. There is stuff you can pay for on there, but most of the stuff, everything I use is free. You can do a vignette, like make it fade white off the edges or black, fade to black. But there's a button on there that kind of, it doesn't blur, but it makes like the lines in your hand not as pronounced. So I wish I could remember which button it is. If Michelle has it, she can say it and you guys will all know. I just can't think of it offhand. But yeah, that's what I use. And so I go Google Photos, then I go to Lightroom, then I go to Photo Room. And like I said, for Photo Room, that's just like to do like my finishing touches, There's an erase button in Lightroom, but I don't think it's as good as the one in Photo Room. Photo Room is a lot more forgiving with correcting mistakes and stuff. Will correct it the way you want it to, whereas Lightroom, I don't know, we'll correct it the wrong way, like by making your nail look funny instead of putting skin there. Or it's supposed to be skin or whatever. But it's good at like hiding big things like cuts and things like that on your skin. So you could use that. If anybody has any specific questions beyond that, you can let me know. I made my Instagram handle in Canva. which is another free app that has things you can pay, but there's also lots of logos that are free. You go in and you click on logos and you can search up logos. I made a bunch for some of our friends. If you need a logo, I'd be happy to help you out. Just let me know. Or if you want to do one yourself, you can pick your font. And then the thing that's cool is in Photo Room, when you put your logo on your picture, you can change the color of it too. You can adjust the size. And then I'll tell you, when I do pictures, one thing I always do is I always have my thumb resting on my finger here. Sometimes I'll have it up, but I never post those pictures because I can always see like underneath or whatever. And your thumb a lot of times doesn't get much notice in photos anyway, right? So to get as much of it as I can in there, I will rest it right above my index finger, to get it in there. And then the main thing is just to let your hand be relaxed in your photos, right? And just let it hang, pose it so it's nice and relaxed, and definitely try out different poses. I know they seem weird, especially at first when you see them you see yourself doing them and stuff, but unique poses, people love that stuff, seeing something different. It gets a lot of attention. Look at what is her name, Steph? I think Steph, she does all those really cute poses with her hands like this and stuff. Peel base is dry. Supposed to be like 82 degrees today. Have my precision tool and my lint-free white. I'm gonna stir this powder. It's been sitting. I haven't used this in at least a year. And we're gonna put 2 layers of it on every nail. I start my nails at the pinky. You can start wherever you want. Oh, this powder's so soft. It's like I can't even tell I'm dipping into anything. So I'm going to use my precision tool here to go around the edges of the nail and make sure we have nice cuticle lines. Okay. I missed a bunch. All this over here. Some of this is, I think, some gel. Sometimes there's a little bit of gel that seeps out. This is gel under here. And over here on the side is gel, but I'll take care of that with, whoops, shoot. Oopsie. And I was off to such a good start. Cap off. I am using dip liquids. I pretty much always use dip liquids. But I am applying dip, right? No, mainly it's because I have a HEMA allergy, so it's just easier for me. I don't dip liquids don't bother me at all. Some people, the scent is too strong for them; it can make them ill. So they like to use may like to prefer to use gel base and top coat to do their dip nails, and you totally can do that. You can also use dip and apply it with monomer in the traditional acrylic method, at least with most dips. The nails should look good today because it's a fresh set too, even though I messed that one up. So it's like in the 50s this morning, but then by this afternoon it's going to be. It's like I don't know how to dress Dominic in the morning for school. Bus came at 7:36 again this morning. I mean 6:36. 12 minutes early, but I just wish like if they're going to change the schedule like that, they would like tell us instead of making him miss like a day of school because he didn't know the bus was coming early. Then the second day he went in late. Let me just shut this window over here. I'm sweating. I'm going to turn on the air conditioner too. All right. Thank you. Sorry about that. So I'm brushing these off. We might have to do a third layer on this now. We'll see. It depends. Sorry, I'm sweating. I need a paper towel. I don't know what happened down there either. We'll see whether we need to do 2 or 3 layers. Okay, there we go. Let it sit for a couple minutes. I mean, not a couple minutes, a couple extra seconds in the powder. Okay. Don't worry if you like flood your cuticles or, I mean, even if you got dip base on your skin, ideally you'd want to wipe it off before dipping into the powder. But if you don't, just make sure you clean up your cuticles, when your nail comes out. If you don't do that, you can file it away. What the heck? You can file it away. But it is easier if you remove the dip from your cuticle before it sets. Gotta wave. Moving on. This is a nice powder, just like the black I used yesterday from Ijo Beauty. This one is applying really nicely. It, when I put my finger into it, it literally, you can't even tell, like, you're putting your finger into anything, and the nearest thing, it feels like is like, I don't know, velvet, a cloud. Looking good. Coverage is good too. Such a pretty color. This is like a good staple color too you could get from iGel. All right, so we'll brush these off now. Got a little bump in this nail when I was dipping. But otherwise, yeah, the application looks good. All right. The next thing I'm going to do is sprinkle some glitter. I'm trying to decide. I think I want to put it on the ring finger. I was originally planning on doing it on the index finger, but I think it might look better with the focals on the middle and index, and then the ombre on the ring. I got a big chunk right over here. I want that out. Okay. So what I'm thinking though is the two nails too that I'm gonna put the focals on, I'm probably not gonna encapsulate those with clear. So what I'm gonna do is just pour out a little bit of this glitter. I'm gonna grab a Wet n Wild eyeshadow brush. They're still 99 cents on Amazon, by the way. And we're gonna do a full layer of dip base on this nail. The reason we're doing a full layer is so some of these glitters, when I sprinkle them with the brush, some of the glitters will go up the nail. If we just did like half the nail with base coat, the glitters would stop there. So I'm going to point my finger down. See what it looks like. Okay. Just a little bit at the side, it looks like. All right, that's fun. That's good. So we'll put this dip away. This is a really pretty glitter. And it is called Pumpkin Spice. It's the perfect orangey brown glitter, you know, for fall. Put a little bit of clear on there. Brush off. All right, that looks cute. There's some clear in there though. I don't want to. I'm gonna encapsulate 3 of the nails: the pinky, the thumb, and the ring finger. I'm not gonna bother clear encapsulating. Okay, I am not going to bother clear encapsulating these 2 nails. They got 2 layers of dip, so they're strong. I'm not worried about my jelly tips snapping on me or anything like that, you know. So we're just doing clear on our other nails to protect the dip from chipping. And other reasons too: protect our brushes, protect our color, and you could say too for the added strength. That's not my main reason today for it. Okay. Go around and get any clear dip out of the cuticle lines. There's not much. And then just the thumb. I wonder if this hurricane weather's gonna come up and hit us. I missed the whole side of my thumb. That's happened to me a lot lately. This whole side I'll miss. Okay. I'm trying to decide if I want to do one more layer. Maybe I'll just put a little clear at the bottom. Although I don't want to be able to tell the difference, so maybe I'll just do the whole thing. Just one real thin layer. That's it. All right. Some glitter in here. Good. There we go. There we go. I rescued all that clear. That's still wet. But I don't want to put it back in clear again, you know. All right. Brush off. Close up our dip base. We're going to activate the nails now. This is going to cure the dip powder. I am going to use a plastic bag to help shape this ring fingernail, especially at the free edges where it's a little wonky and kind of lumpy. Perfect. Just want to press the top of it flat as well. I love this. This is the best part. We're being able to manipulate your dip before it's set. All right. Get these layers of dip soaked with activator. Just want to make sure the activator gets through all of your dip layers. So I like to do 2 generous layers, you know. But activator dries fast, and like I said, it takes about 2 minutes to fully cure your dip nails. So we'll just wait on that. Once they're cured, we'll file them. Hopefully these stand up to filing. I really wasn't thinking about that. Um, we'll file them. They don't need much shaping, see, because we already did the shaping before, and plus, this dip applied so nicely that the shape, of most of these nails looks good, and even this one looks better since using the bag. So it's just going to be like shaping around the cuticle, shaping the free edges, buffing the nails, and then we'll put these two focals over here on these two nails. Or, I mean, I could do index and pinky. Maybe we'll do that. Index and pinky. I was going to do them both right here, I think I'm going to put them here. If you guys see these silicone things in the stores, pick one up, but don't pay a lot of money. Like, I seen them in CVS. They're like $12, $13. I'm like, you kidding me? You can get things like this at like the Dollar Tree, on Temu or Shein, for way less than you could get it like on Amazon. So. Alrighty, so we're all done with that. Oh, Hypnotics collections are live now. The Halloween collections, the fall dips with that gorgeous glitter. Just writing down the dips I used today. Okay, and pumpkin spice. Maybe we'll clean this up while I'm sitting on these nails. Coffee time. No, I just need to hit my vape. I'm still vaping the Custard Monster blueberry custard. It's delicious. I used to vape blueberry custard a lot. I always preferred it to strawberry until I tried Vapetasia's strawberry custard. So good. But this one's really yummy too. I always liked Jam Monster blueberry. That was my favorite for a long time. All right. So I have my 100 by 180 grit file. Just like with the dipping process, I start my filing process at the pinky. You can see I'm just going straight here down my sidewall. We want that all smooth. Dip can be a little raggedy. And now I'm gonna curve my file up around the cuticle area. Come down the other side of the cuticle. And then straight down my sidewall here. I'm going to smooth the underside of my nail. Oh, I see a little bump on the surface, so I just want to even that out. Okay. All right, that looks pretty good. Now I'm just going to shape the free edge so we got a nice stiletto tip here. And that looks good. So now moving on to the ring finger. Same thing, so your nail doesn't look wonky. It needs to be smooth everywhere, all around the edges. So that means your sidewalls. So I would say like the goal here is you want a sidewall that is straight up and down, you know. Okay. A little bit of gel. Get rid of that. I'm dying to go shopping at Burlington Coat Factory. I saw some girl, an employee, she worked like 3 shifts and stole every shift. Not clothes, like money. She just wouldn't put it in the register. She'd put it to the side and then at the end of her shift take all the money. And she kept showing up, so eventually, like their 4th shift, the cops are waiting there for her. And she stole like $2,000, but I just love that store for like name brand stuff at good prices, you know. I used to buy so many clothes there when I was like in my 20s, 30s. You know what store I wish we had here that we don't have, but the South has? Ross. I've only ever been to one once, and I ended up buying a dress for my brother's wedding there, and that was a really cool store. I remember like the prices were great. I was like, why don't we have that store up here? Okay. Let's just smooth around the cuticle. And then finally will be the free edge of the nail. That looks good. Moving on. Looks good. Super easy to file this dip. Really beautiful color too. Should use it more often. Maybe I'll make this nude instead of always picking from Rebel's nudes. Just I have so many nudes from Rebel. That was like when I was in search of my the perfect nude, you know, and so I was like buying them all, trying to find one. Looks good. Okay. Shake my fridge. the dip on the tip of my nail chipped. I'm gonna try and just file it and make it not noticeable. It's like the very tip top. Still a little missing, but all right. Clean all any acrylic that's like around my nails. I'm just getting that off with my file. I think that's anything. Okay. Use a buffer here. Smooth these out. Okay. Virgo file time. Rock it back and forth. This does a good job at getting dip out of your cuticle lines if anything you missed, or just any skin that's up there. See now, like all that gel, you can see you can even take it down your sidewall as well. But all that gel right there, now I can get it out. Okay, good. I didn't even know it was there. All right. Now, I'm just going to clean off our nails and we can put on the faux Cleaning with alcohol once again. Now we're at the end of the mani, so this is the time you can get up and go rinse your hands. Need more alcohol. You just want to remove all of the filing residue. So this is what they look like right now. There's a little wave in that. And that now you see it. It's not much. Probably won't be noticeable under the focals. So I was looking for this. Let's put this on first. This is Cosmic Nails Sticky Shit, it's called. It leaves it's an air drying formula that leaves a sticky surface on your nail. So it's good for adhering, transfer. You can use it for transfer foils, but it's good for decals, striping tape, anything that doesn't really like to stay on its own. So dip. All right, so while these are drying, we'll open up the focals and we'll cut them out. These don't have a paper over them. Drop one in there. While we're waiting, I'm going to get this one cut up too. Doesn't have to be perfectly cut. Better get some acetone ready, huh? Pour a little bit of acetone into this dish here. This is gonna help get it's gonna help shape the transfer the wrap, I'm sorry, to our nail. All right, got some tweezers. And you can see how it's not see-through. Let a little of it dry. All right, now, because it's sticky, it kind of goes where, it kind of sticks wherever you put it. So now I'm just gonna hope not to get any wrinkles. All right, that one's gonna stay. All right, I'm gonna leave that and oh, I should have threw the other one and I thought I did. Okay. Some of this we can trim off, like some of the excess at the free edge. A bunch of it I'm gonna use and like kind of fold it underneath the nail. All right, let's see about this one. Okay. My fan's blowing on it. Oh. Okay, I was able to lift it. Let's try that again. Didn't get it centered. There we go again, not getting it centered. How am I getting all these extra chances? Okay. Nice. Well, I really like how well that sticky shit works, like to get these to stay. And I didn't think I would get like extra chances to place it, you know, if I messed it up the first time, but it worked. So I'm just kind of going around and trimming any extra. All right. So now I'm going to take this acetone and my brush. And just like really slowly here. This is where I got to be careful up here. Okay. Oh, that's water. All right, I'm gonna flip it over. I have it all on the top how I want it to look. Pretty much, you know. Is that a rib? Is that a hole? Okay. Grab a little bit of acetone to kind of melt this wrap underneath here. It's not really staying much on its own, but once we put a gel top coat down, there we go. Cute. Have a little white on the side here, but there's not much I can do about it. You can't really see it. You won't see it in pictures. All right, let's do the same thing now with this nail. Like I just did. It just requires patience and going slow. Little strokes. The acetone is just eating away at the wrap. So it kind of just melts it. Let's do this side. Tuck that in. Okay, that looks good. I'm sorry, I know this is really slow. All I can say is take your time. Acetone really works wonders, but if you overdo it on the acetone, you're just going to eat your wrap, you know? So, use a small brush. A stiff brush, I think, works better than a soft brush. But that's just me. All right. Okay. All right. Those look pretty good. We'll see how they look top coated. There's really nothing out there like cosmic sticky shit, so if it's something you're interested in, I definitely recommend it because it can be used with multiple nail art items, you know. All right, what I'm going to do is put 2 layers of Cosmic's 2-in-1 gel top coat on these nails. We'll do 2 separate cures. But before I do that, I'm going to activate my other nails. Then we'll cure. And then we'll top coat with dip top coat. Okay. It's Friday. All right. Gel top coat. Here we go. In the lamp, we'll do another 60-second cure when they come out, and then we'll top coat our other nails. I don't even think we'll have to wipe off with a lint-free wipe.
Sarah is still clear despite the daily demands against her. She remains the Decals who don't believe she is not.
Thank you if you were here with me today again, or if today was your first time. I'm sorry I don't have my tablet. I usually do have a secondary device so I can follow along and chat back and forth with you guys in the comment section. But I left it at my sister's. We had a sleepover last week and I left it there. I left a few other things too. It wasn't the only thing I left. These are pretty thick layers, it seems, that I'm putting on here. Just make sure there's nothing on my skin, and of course I just wipe some of this gel off with my thumb and then got it all over my other finger. All right, these look good. In the lamp, another 60 seconds, then I'll probably flip my hand and just maybe cure for 20 seconds or so the underside is sure to be cured, and then we'll top coat. And our mani will be done. Another long episode. 9 seconds. That's so pretty. Okay, now we're going to do 2 layers of dip top coat on our other 3 nails. I wanted to use a gel top coat over over the focals. I usually always use gel over them just so I can get underneath. Oh, I forgot to cure the underside of them. Give these a few seconds and then I'm going to go in and do layer number 2. All right, that should be good. Cap. And the thumb. Okay, those look good. I feel like there's like a little, there's some kind of indent on the side of my finger here. Oh, it looks like I didn't get dipped there. So it's like, even with all that filing, there's still a little bump there. It looks funny. Flip my hand upside down. I'm going to cure the underside of those gel nails here. Alright, that's good. So now we'll just wait for these to cure, and then we can put some cuticle oil on. Right there. I think these are so pretty, you guys. So pretty. They turned out pretty good. I know that there were a couple small like wrinkles, but you can't even see them now that they're top coated. Like I can't even see where they were. I know there was one over here, but it's like totally gone. go. That looks good. Okay. I'm afraid to touch this one. You guys like it? I think it's pretty cute. Maybe I should have used a darker color instead of a nude. You know, because these are kind of dark and moody. But it's too late now. I was afraid if I used the green that you wouldn't see the match in the focals because the green is like not as noticeable, you know. So instead, I picked a color that's not in the not in the focals. Do some vanilla bean cuticle oil from Grimes Ridge today. This one smells so amazing, you guys. This is the tortoiseshell mani we did on yesterday's live with the tortoiseshell dip from Sensations of the Eye that Kendra gifted me. Thank you, Kendra. And the black is At Midnight from iGel Beauty. So a really small dip powder company along with a larger dip powder company. I should let you know that I did add larger black foil pieces to this tortoiseshell dip. A piece of builder gel or something on my bottle. Let me get it off. There we go. All right. Now let's see. Go to sleep. Oh, I have this one from Moody Lou. I have to get up to get it though. Look at that one, you guys. It's like the same colors. Oh yeah, I think I have to use this one. I'm trying to decide if I need to use I don't think so. Gold jewelry? I think gold. The same rings I always use. That's too big. No. No. That's huge. All right, fine. I'll just use. No, 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 no. This one. Yeah, this one. Okay. Yay. All right. Here is the finished mani using focals from November 2023, Cosmic Nails. Those can still be ordered. They're really pretty floral ones. And then we also used pumpkin spice, which is the glitter on the ring finger. We used sticky shit from Cosmic. We used our 2-in-1 gel top coat, which is HEMA free. You can save Cosmic Nails on Etsy and at the website with code TARA10. And this nude is Piglet from iGel Beauty. Thank you guys for being here. I'm so sorry I can't respond back in chat because it's not the same at all. Not nearly as much fun for me. So have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks for spending part of your Friday here with me today. And I will see you back here on Monday. Enjoy the weekend.